What's up guys, Tyler here, welcome back to a brand new video and happy 25th anniversary to Spider-Man Unloaded. So this will be my Spider-Man Unloaded 25th anniversary special. So as always, let's get into it. So obviously this show is very underrated and forgotten by a lot of fans, and honestly in my opinion, I really do think that they should have done season 6 of Spider-Man the Animated Series, especially since 5 ended on a cliffhanger, but I know because of Javier Rudd, because he kept pushing the buttons over one of the execs. I mean, the showrunners. They canceled it, so I think you can blame him for us not getting season 6. So, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that they should have done this show because number one, Marvel was already going bankrupt at the time, and a lot of the animation and some of the shows was lacking a little bit. Like for example, in the last uh 4 episodes of X-Men, you could tell the animation was lacking because Marvel was going bankrupt, so they had to switch to different studios for a cheaper price. So, and when they did Spider-Man Unlimited, it makes you think, how come they're doing this show? And plus, the same with Avengers United They Stand. In my opinion, Avengers United They Stand, I really do think that they should have had the key members of the Avengers, like the Big Four, which they're completely missing from the Avengers. It was kind of weird. Like you didn't have Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. I thought that was really weird. It was interesting that Ant-Man was the leader. But anyway, getting back to Spider-Man Unlimited, I know that show was a product that kind of came out, and it was in a way inspired by Batman Beyond because Marvel wanted to have a show that was very similar to Batman Beyond, because Batman Beyond had come out in January '99 and Spider-Man Unlimited came out of October. So you can really tell that they were trying to go for a futuristic show. And honestly, in my opinion, they should have just done the Spider-Man 2099 show. And I know that his character was still very new, but at the same time, the 2099 comics, the first one, 50 issues, lasted from 92 all the way to 96. That's 4 years. And then 3 years later, you come up with Spider-Man Unlimited. In my opinion, I don't know if the comics sold well for $20.99, but in my opinion, I think that they should have done a $20.99 show. But I think that they didn't want to uh, get a bad rep for copying DC because of Batman Beyond and all that. But in my opinion, I think that it totally would have worked. Because when you see the promo trailer for Spider-Man Unlimited, it says 2039 on there. I'm like, I wonder where they got that from, which is obviously from Batman Beyond. But anyway, so getting into the merch, so they did not do much marketing for the show at all. Like I said, Marvel was going bankrupt at the time. So, but they did put a few things out. I'm very surprised that they didn't put out any toys for that. But yet they could do toys for Avengers United They Stand. But anyway, so this is a Spider-Man Unlimited action figure, but it's very similar to the suit design. And there have been a few figures like this where it's similar to the design that came out in the early 2000s. So it's the closest thing you get to a figure. I know there's a few custom figures out there. Here's some promos right here from magazines. This is a pretty cool image. More promo images right here. These two were stretched from comic from on the two new shows, Spider-Man Unlimited and Avengers United The Stand. Now these are, I think, the worst shows that Marvel put out. Like I said, they're going bankrupt at the time, so I guess I want to put everything out then. So, but anyway, so getting into the good stuff right here, in my opinion, we have the Spider-Man Unlimited comics. We have Spider-Man Unlimited 1.5. This is produced by Wizard Magazine. Got a certificate of authenticity right there. It's pretty cool. We have the miniseries. We have issue 1. That's a cool cover in my opinion. Issue 2, the new Green Goblin. And you could still tell that it was Rino Romano voicing the Green Goblin, who's also did the voice of Spider-Man. And Rino Romano is also the only actor to voice both Batman and Spider-Man. So that's very interesting. So you have number 3. We'll cover number 4. And number 5. So, and these two right here, these two comics, they're not Spider-Man Unlimited related, but they do have the suit. Web Spinners, number 13. And number 14. So, while the show may have had its flaws, I'm not gonna lie, the theme song is pretty catchy, and the suit was pretty cool, totally unique. So, and I was lucky to get this right here, it's framed ad right here. Got both Peter and Spider-Man on there, so this is pretty cool. I'm very happy to have this. So like I said, they didn't do much marketing for the show at all, but I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Like I said, I truly think the show would have worked better if it was $20.99, but still, I think Bruno Romano did a decent job voicing Spider-Man and Peter. So, and here we have a pinup poster. I was lucky to find this. So, they didn't put out action figures for the series, but they did put out a little pinup poster. So, one day I'll probably frame that. So, I've always loved that image, so I'm very happy to have that. And like I said, not much to Spider-Man Unlimited. It's very forgotten, and Spider-Man Unlimited, in my opinion, it's the second Spider-Man show to end on a cliffhanger, because Spider-Man the Animated Series ended on a cliffhanger, then you got Spider-Man Unlimited, and then the Spider-Man the New Animated Series ended on a cliffhanger too. Then Spectacular ended on a cliffhanger too. That's when Disney bought the TV rights, so we never got season 3 of Spectacular. But then when we finally get to Ultimate Spider-Man, that show ran for 4 seasons and 100 something episodes, and it actually didn't end on a cliffhanger. So that's the first Spider-Man cartoon after I want to say the 80s, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, that didn't end on a cliffhanger. So, and actually I haven't seen the 80s Spider-Man TV shows, so I can't say if they ended on cliffhangers or not. If they did, then everyone knows that Spider-Man has had a track record of cliffhangers to cartoons. So, but honestly, when I watched that show, I was just glad that it didn't end on a cliffhanger. Like I said, when I saw the ending of Spider-Man Unlimited, I was very disappointed. I was like, what? That's it? Come on. But it's not the first show to end on a cliffhanger. Avengers did, and so did Silver Surfer. So it's weird, but like I said, Marvel was going bankrupt then, so like I said, Spider-Man Unlimited, well, it has many problems. The theme is really cool. The suit is cool, very unique. This is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man suits of all time. I remember when I saw their first teaser for Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew, I noticed the eyes were gold. I'm like, I wonder where I got that from. The big spider kind of reminded me of Spider-Man Unlimited a little bit, so. But honestly, I can definitely see them doing a movie about that something. Or maybe if they bring it back, like they did X-Men 97, maybe. But it was cool seeing that version of Spider-Man show up in Across the Spider-Verse, so that was pretty cool. And honestly, I would love to see a lot of the animated Spider-Man cartoons. I mean, the versions of the characters. I would love to see all of them together. That would be something for sure that I would like to see as a fan. But anyway, so that's all for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.